Hi, this is G from Native Speakers Academy, and welcome once again to 10-Minute English. This is where we introduce short articles in English from the news or around the internet, and these articles are aimed at upper intermediate and advanced level students. We hope these articles will be interesting for you and will also supplement your educational experience. If you want more information about what we do, on the left side of the page here you can see our homepage, which is NSA-Slovakia.com. That will take you to the Native Speakers Academy Center for Educational Theory and Research. You can see on the page we have a large variety of information and research articles related to social education, general education, and self-study learning. Let's highlight something today. If you look on the left side here, you will see documentaries about modern education. If you follow that link on the left side, that will take you to this page, where you will find a list of all kinds of documentary films about education within different cultures from all over the world. A huge, broad spectrum of analysis and information. If you have a little bit of time, why don't you check it out? Also, on the right side of the page, you can see our YouTube homepage, Native Speakers Academy official page. Again, there are links there to hundreds of educational videos. If you follow what we've been doing recently, it might be interesting to note that we now have over 80,000, almost 81,000 views on our page, which I think is a fantastic success for a page that is based on the principles of education and not on the principles of silly little videos about my cat falling off the table or my friends falling into the swimming pool. You might also be interested in having a look at our Pinterest work. Recent pins in the last 24 hours include simple questions on how to use them, top public speaking tips, information about the brain and language. If you click on the images, it will bring the information closer to you. So that's stuff for you to explore. Now we're here to explore English, and so let's look at our 10-minute article today. It has the title Robot Cops Patrolling Your Streets. As you can see, I have highlighted the key important vocabulary and phrases in yellow. You might want to check the vocabulary out before we go through the article, or you might want to guess from the context and check your understanding at the end. It's really all up to you what you do. A link to the original article will be posted with the video online. If you are taking or checking out the vocabulary, I recommend you use define followed by the word on a Google search engine. That will bring up the basic word here. You can see curriculum, the subjects comprising a course of study in a school or college in modern English. We can then have a look at the word origins. You can see its use in English is an extension of its original use in Latin, see curriculae, and if we click on that, that takes us to curriculae. We can see that was a carriage pulled by two horses. Interesting. And curriculum, in its original historical context, was a course for a racing chariot, a course which ran in a circle. Interesting, don't you think? If you go to the online etymology dictionary, it's another great way to check out the meaning of a word. Here we can see curriculum as a noun transferred from classical Latin, meaning running a course or a career. It's also interesting that curriculum also contains the same root that we find in circle. Something to think about. So, let's get into the article. We've wasted too much time already. Robot cops patrolling your streets. By 2016, there will likely be a 6-foot-tall police robot patrolling the streets and handing out parking tickets. The Telebot, developed by Florida International University's Discovery Lab, has been field tested and is undergoing a final tune-up. With a swiveling head and dexterous fingers. You know, I think I probably should have highlighted swiveling and dexterous. Interesting, the Latin origin of dexterous as well. The humanoid robot is controlled remotely by a person wearing an Oculus Rift headset and motion tracking vest, armbands and gloves. The voice of the remote operator is transmitted through the robot to the unfortunate citizen on the receiving end. Bad luck, mate. Justification for this, let's just say it, RoboCop, is couched in appeals to sympathy to help disabled officers and veterans get back on their job. The reality is that it introduces another level of intimidation. Intimidation to increasingly militarized police state, and brings us one step closer to a dystopian future where autonomous robots carry out law enforcement. There's an interesting phrasal verb. Let's highlight that as well. As robots become more agile, we may see an increase of an armed robotic police presence. Yay. But even when companies can meet all the technological demands of an autonomous armed police force, there'll still be social and political hurdles. It makes it sound like it's inevitable, really, doesn't it? What happens if a police robot malfunctions and harms someone, for example? Well, what happens if a policeman harms somebody? Not much. Let's continue. Oh, I'm in a mood today, haven't I? A fully autonomous robot officer is already in the works. The Nightscope K5 does not wield weapons, but serves as a total surveillance machine for cops or private clients. It has facial recognition and scans 1,500 license plates per minute. Yay. Captures audio and 360-degree video. Tests the air for chemicals and maps its surroundings with 3D radar and laser. It's even more fun than having a girlfriend. No, sorry, I just added that last part. It can learn to distinguish suspicious activities from normal activities. And what does that even mean, suspicious activities? It's so general, sneezing could be considered a suspicious activity. When the K5 puts all this data together and detects what it perceives as trouble, it alerts local authorities, whoever they might be. In a few years, it doesn't alert the local police station, it alerts local authorities. In a few years, this Dalek-like robot, that's a reference to BBC Doctor Who TV series, in case you're not familiar with that. In a few years, this Dalek-like robot will be recording people's actions and conversations in public places all over. Yay! Robots have been used for years to detonate or disable bombs. Nothing controversial there. But police robots are increasingly being developed for use against people, against you, against me. Large remote-controlled robots are now fitted with arms that can breach doors or hold live weapons. Fantastic. Not enough money for schools, but endless funding for warrior techno things. In a display of just how badly things can go, in 2011, a police robot burned down a mobile home. Oops. After triple warhead gas what are they? Gas grenades were fired into the home instead of flameless grenades. Hurrah! What a bright and beautiful future. The source of the article is InfoWars, and a link will be posted to the article together with this online. Please go and visit the original article and support the authors. My thoughts and notes include the following. We have seen a lot of robots in films over the last 20 years. Think Terminator and variations on RoboCop as classic examples. Is this programming, are these films preparing us for something so that we will accept it as normal and inevitable? Would you feel comfortable talking to a robot? Considering some of the police that I've talked to in my time, it might be less of a problem communicating with a robot. We will see. Perhaps that's why we've got all this technology with us right now. How do we even know if there's a person at the other side? How do we even know it's a person and not a computer? I don't know. Will humans become redundant, useless, and superfluous? What are we going to do when robots take over everything? When robots take over all the manufacturing? When robots take over all the jobs as checkout and shop assistants? When robots become taxi car drivers? When the cars become self-driving? What are we going to do? How long is it before complex computer algorithms make decisions for us? How long before the doctor just types in the symptoms into the computer and the computer tells him what medicine to provide? Perhaps in some places we are there already. Now, remember the IBM Watson computer? Does that mean anything to you? The IBM Watson computer? If not, that's your homework. You should look it up. Go and have a look and see what it was, who built it, where it was used, and what the results were. That's something for you to think about. So, thank you very much for paying attention today and putting up with my attitude. It might also be worth noting that Wired magazine released an article, I think this was in April 2000, called Why the Future Doesn't Need Us. It was written by a man called Bill Joy. To give you some background on the article, you can read the article if you want. It's online. If you want some background on the article, it's quite interesting. Why the Future Doesn't Need Us is an article written by Bill Joy, then chief scientist at Sun Microsystems in the April 2000 issue of Wired magazine. In the article, he argues that our most powerful 21st century technologies, robotics, genetic engineering, and nanotech, are threatening to make humans an endangered species. What are we doing to ourselves? Do you want to see the robot? Do you want to have a quick look at it? Here we go.
Today we see the prototype of the Telebot with all the functionalities implemented. This prototype Telebot is designed as a 6 feet tall and it weighs about 75 pounds.
Well, Telebot can be remotely controlled by an officer or a veteran from a different location. They can move the arms through sensors. They can also turn the head. The head has a vision system where it has live.
Okay, that's enough. I'm going to be pretty freaked out if I see one of those as I'm walking down the street. Anyway, that looks like it might be our future. This is about all we have time for today. Once again, I've gone way over the 10 minutes. I apologize. Links to the article and anything else relevant will be posted with the video online. You can link to us on Facebook, YouTube, Google Plus, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and on and on. And if you are really interested, you might want to take one of our special one-to-one English language study programs that we run through Skype online. Just send us an email. You can like, subscribe, share, whatever. Keep in touch with us. Give us some feedback. Let us know what you think. Let us know how we can improve this, and we will take everything into consideration. That's about all I have time for today. Take it easy, and there'll be another episode posted soon. Take care, guys.